Disclaimer. For anyone who's going to take anything on this channel and take it as fact, take it as real life, take it as something you need to go on Twitter and harass these people for, just log off right now. Stop. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you before you even log into X. Please go get your life. Go get a job. Go hug your mother. Do something. Because I promise you, not only does my opinion mean literally nothing, not only do I have no weight in this world at all, but these are just dudes in dresses trying to make their money and pay their bills. They just trying to do their art. Shut up. If you're going to go in these people comment sections and go curse them out or say whatever crazy shit y'all be saying every fucking day to all these people, mind your business. If you can't watch the videos and have fun, if you're going to take this shit too seriously and think that, oh, this motherfucker said she don't like the dress, that means I hate the dress and I need to go give death to, girl, get your life. Anyway, enjoy the video.
Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
This ain't RuPaul's best friend race. It's RuPaul's getting the debt race.
Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
Today, I would like to tell y'all a story of two men. No. We're talking about fucking Drag Race. The men in dresses, my favorite fucking show, and how they drag it into the ground. It was perfect. It had the best thing about reality TV is the fact that it's normal fucking people doing crazy shit. That's the thing. That's why we like it. You know, of course, Keeping Up with the Kardashians had whatever fucking million seasons, but that was different. Regular fucking reality TV, we like it because we like to watch normal people going through some crazy shit. That's why Jerry Springer has been going for fucking 30 years and it only ended because the guy died. That's the only reason it fucking ended. Rest in peace, Jerry. But like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, and for real, let me tell you a story of one woman who was a girl, a little fucking girl named Missy, who was watching this fucking show. Now, of course, people ain't gonna like this. Some of you OG queens, ain't nobody watching this shit. But let's just pretend some of these OG queens watching this channel, they gonna fucking hate me for saying this. They're gonna feel fucking old when I say this. But me, like everyone else, in this generation, grew up watching this show. Because believe it or not, this shit has been going for fucking 20 years by this point. Not 20, but you know what I mean. Like, the first season in 2008, 2009? So almost 20 fucking years, if my math is correct. It might be completely off, but who knows? Who cares? Well, let me look it up. Hold on, because I feel kind of bad if it's completely wrong. Season 1 Drag Race air 2009. I was right. Fuck you. Nobody was arguing. I'm arguing with myself, right? Anyway. But yeah, 2009, so almost 20 fucking decades of this shit. So yeah, me and a lot of these other fucking youngins, we grew up with this fucking thing. So we've been here, you know what I mean? And most people haven't started watching since season 1, unless you were like an actual drag queen, probably, or like in the New York scene, in the LA scene, that type of thing. But yeah, and it's gone through a lot of changes, as anything does in 20 years. A person goes through a lot of changes in 2 years, let alone 2 decades, right? So there's no surprise. Things have changed. Things stay the same. But the worst fucking thing about this show is that it started turning into pay to win. It started turning into a money race. And it's fucking annoying as someone who, as I've said 300 times in this channel, and I've only made 5 videos, I'm fucking poor. And I can't stand that shit. I can't stand another fucking thing getting paywalled. Because your income is based on your birth. Most rich people, believe it or not, were born rich, and most poor people, believe it or not, were born poor. It wasn't a fucking fault of your own. It wasn't your own wit that made you smart. A lot of these people were born into that shit, and we all have the same metric, and that pisses me off. It pisses me off. And everything you see is pay to win. Everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Boxing. Like, let's pick a random example. Boxing. You can win because you're the best. But this one dude is 17, has a child, has a job, has college. He's all paying out of pocket. He has to work 20 hours. You know what I mean? He has to work out with dumbbells because that's all he can't afford a gym. He can't afford a trainer. He has to work out with dumbbells in his garage. And then you have nigga over here who gets to pay $100,000 to a celebrity fucking boxing coach. This guy trained Ryan Garcia. This guy trained fucking Muhammad Ali. You know, that type of shit. He doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to work a job a day in his life. His parents pay everything. He has the best nutritionist. He has the best spa. He has the best fucking physiologist. He has the best fucking dietary. You know what I mean? But those same dudes are put up against each other and held to the same metric. And believe it or not, a lot of times the poor guy wins because he actually has some grit to him. But you know what I mean? And that type of scenario goes for everything. Money fixes everything. You know, it sounds bleak, but it does. Money fixes everything, and it's fucked up when people are born into it. And then how does this tie into Drag Race? It wasn't like that. It said it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you have, because you can come into this bitch with fucking wallpaper and show what you got. If you have the fucking skills, if you have the merits, if you have the personality, you good. Look at season 1, 2, 3. Most of them girls, nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn near. What was Violet Chachki was in what? Season 8? I don't remember what season she was in. But, but yeah, it was like, they were wearing fucking shower curtains. And not for a challenge. They were working. I miss mall drag because it gave the optics that anyone can get on the show and win if you were good enough, if you had the merit enough, if you had the skill. And now it's anyone can win as long as you have $200,000 already, so you can win the $200,000 crown. That's what it's giving. It's giving you can win if you can pay the best designers in LA to make every outfit for you. It's giving you can win if you can make pay your friend to write your lyrics for the fucking song. You can win if you have millions of dollars to pour into fucking PR packages. And and like I said, it's fucked up because you have girls going into debt for this show to be able to do these things. And then you have other girls who's like, oh yeah, I could just ask my daddy because he has what? Like, oh yeah, I could just have a designer design everything in my fucking package. You didn't make one outfit? And it's fine because they can afford it, so it's cool. So if you have the girl who can't afford it and they have to make everything by hand versus the girl who can buy everything designer, why are they even in a competition together? Because that's not the same fucking thing. And there's no competition. Basically what I'm trying to say, it's not a competition anymore. It's a wallet competition. And when you get on the main stage and they're judging you by your outfit's construction, quote unquote, by the design, quote unquote, unless you have to make it in the workroom, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And even then, think about this. Say you're making things in the workroom. Girl A is a million leagues better than girl B. Think about this. Girl A comes from a rich family. You're like, what does that matter? They're in the workroom. They're making it by hand. What does it matter? If you're rich, you can go buy as many sewing lessons as you fucking want. If you're rich, you can go buy many dancing lessons as you want. If you're rich, you can go get the most brilliant fucking catwalk teacher in the world, and you can be a model in 2 days in terms of like stage presence. Because don't forget, these are all things you have to know to get on the show. And it's frustrating because I know for a fact, if you ask me, I couldn't afford no fucking sewing lessons. I couldn't afford no dancing lessons. I can't afford no acting lessons. I can't afford no XYZ, whatever. And that's not an excuse because you can look on YouTube and find all that shit, right? But there's a difference. There's a difference between doing what you can and then having the best teachers in the entire fucking world. And that is how a lot of these people are living. That's how a lot of these people are fucking walking. A lot of these people are living their lives being able to get whatever they fucking want, and then they go on this show to win $200,000 and they're rich. And then they're able to breeze through. It's like, no shit, you can breeze through. You paid to win every fucking challenge. And it's like, and we can't, what do we call it? We can't account for these things, right? You can't you have to make $50,000 or less to be on the show. Well, you could, and maybe you should. Maybe you should. Maybe you should say you can't have income. No, here's what I want. Here's what I fucking want. Because they have a stipend, which is good to kind of counteract this. They have a stipend. I don't remember how much it was. It might have been $10,000 or something, where like the show gives you money to go get designers. Here's what I want. a cap. There needs to be a cap on how much you can spend. And it needs to be low as fuck. Give it like $10,000. That way, because most normal everyday people don't have $10,000 laying around. They don't. They might have 1,000 maybe, and that's their life savings, like emergency fund. You know what I mean? But like $10,000 should be as much as you can spend on outsiders. And why? You might be like, oh, that's lame. Because you're not there to wear fucking designers. You're there to wear your shit and see what your own fucking skills are. What is your strength? Not what your designer strength is. Not how strong is your wallet. How many connections do you have in LA? No, fuck you. That's not what the fucking show was. And that's not what it should be. I miss mall drag. We need, and then it trickles down. Not only does it make it insufferable and make it impossible for people who, you know, that's why we have Kenya pleasers. It's like she's not spending $100,000 on every fucking outfit, right? And that's why her outfits look quote unquote bad. It's like, girl, if we were all Violet Chachki with anyway. But yeah, it trickles down into other fucking sectors, because then we go outside of Drag Race and these fucking bitch ass hoe ass fans are going to these local drag things where they're making maybe $100 in the night for the entire night, and they're like, ugh, her drag doesn't look as polished as fucking Violet Chachki on her stepping down look on the main stage of a fucking finale. Like, bitch, what the fuck did you expect? She's probably spent $200 on that outfit, not $5,000, because most people don't have $5,000 to spend on a fucking outfit. The fuck, calm down. And you know, like, most look, I'm talking about the worst of the worst. Most people are normal. Most people know when they go to a fucking an actual drag show, it's not Drag Race. It's two separate things. This is the real world, and that's fucking TV, right? It's sensationalized. And most people know, but I just get pissed off when I see those things. Like, oh, she looked bit. She didn't look bit. Girl, how much was the ticket at the door? $20? Shut the fuck up. Unless you're going on fucking Drag Race Live and you're spending like $100, $200, $300 for a ticket. I don't want to hear it. They're at their normal gig. This isn't Beyonce. That's also something to remember, right? There's something to remember. When you're holding all these girls to these super, super high standards, and you're looking at the best of the best, quote unquote, let's talk about specifically fashion, right? You have to remember, most of these girls, outside of like Trinity the Tuck, outside of like, what was it, Georges, I think, made her outfits really good. Outside of like the seamstresses, outside of them, outside of like Bianca Del Rio, which is funny because Bianca wore the same dress, but she can sew the house down boots. But anyway, outside of the seamstresses, most of these fucking people with these spectacular, outside of like Raja, outside of these seamstress fashion, you know, geniuses, all these other fucking fashionistas are fashionistas because they got money. Because they have fucking money. Anybody can be Gottmik if they got money. No offense to Gottmik. I don't like fucking Gottmik. Let me go on a Gottmik tangent. I don't like fucking Gottmik because she represents everything I fucking hate about America. Rich little white boy whose parents supported them. Okay, let me shut up. This sounds so mean. Let me preface this. I'm not fucking mad at a person with loving parents. That's what it's supposed to be. But when you have two loving parents in a scenario where 90% of everyone else doesn't have that, when they're a gay dude trying to fucking wear dresses as a profession, most of the time they're not going to be fucking yippee. You're not going to be fucking 16 and your parents like, sure, I'll spend $10,000. I'll give you any fabric you want. I'll give you as many sewing lessons as you want, as many dance lessons, as many makeup lessons. Sure. Most people don't have that shit. And she had, you know, I was going to say sugar mama, sugar daddy, but that sounds gross because they're actual parents. But you got rich mama, rich daddy, paying everything. They'll do everything for you. And then you have this spectacular fucking looks. No shit, bitch, you're rich. Give anybody your fucking budget and they will look just as good as Gottmik. Anybody can be Gottmik. Not like be Gottmik, because that's still like, I'm talking shit, but this is still a real person with their own unique identity, personality. Like, no, nobody can be you. But you know what I mean? Like, anybody can be that good when they have XYZ money. What's her name? Oh my God, I'm like RuPaul. What's her name? Jinx Monsoon. I'm not RuPaul, I swear. I know these people. I just had to think about it. Because I'm, you know, like I said, there's no scripts for these. I just kind of yap. Jinx Monsoon. Yeah, you know, after I started making more money and more money begates better drag. And that's how the fuck it works. When we're not all fucking Nepo babies. I said sugar mama. I was trying to think of Nepo baby, not sugar babies. Nepo baby. When we're not all Nepo babies, we're not all fucking super polished. We're not all fucking brilliant, no issues. Oh, I have this $5 million gown I'm wearing, so of course I look good. No. And I don't know about you, but I think it's unfair for people to have to go into a fucking mortgage on their house, if they can even afford that. Probably just got a loan from the bank and are now in $10,000 of debt. So $15,000 after the interest, right? So they can have a chance at maybe winning $200,000, and they have a 1 in 18th chance. And they're probably not going to win, even if they were the best, because, Drag Race has their own idea. It doesn't matter what you were doing, because if the show didn't want you to win, you're not going to fucking win, right? You're not going to fucking win. And that it's just unfortunate. But yeah, what was I complaining about Gottmik? Oh yeah, she represents everything that's wrong, because I see this motherfucker putting his nose up in the air, looking around, like, oh, this person isn't dressed good. This person, bitch, let's put you in the same boat as Trix Mattel grew up. Because Trix Mattel was talking about she didn't have shit. Let's put you in the same, let's put you where Trix Mattel was. Let's put you where Candy Muse was. Let's put you where Roger was. Fucking poor, dirt poor. Let's put you in them shoes. Let's see how good you were at the beginning of your fucking career. Like, that shit pisses me off. I can't stand a fucking rich person talk. Oh, why don't you... Bitch. And like I said, it's not just the outfits you can buy. People who are rich underestimate how far rich gets you in life. How many steps you get to skip when you're rich. They underestimate that. It's not just, oh, I can buy XYZ. You can buy lessons. So you don't even have to... It doesn't even have to go up to skill anymore. Because... say if you had 0 lessons and this person had 0 lessons and that person would be better. If I go get $500 worth of lessons right now, I'm better than them. Not because I was actually like naturally better, but just because I had more money. So I could go further into the profession. And it just sucks. Everything's pay to win. And now RuPaul's Drag Race is another one of those things. Because let's look at, like I said, you can kind of win every direction with money. Not fully, because as we all know, talent and hard work always beats fucking money, in the heart. Like, look at Celine Dion. She wasn't fucking born. She worked to get herself to that point, right? And it just hits different when it's hard work, right? But yeah, let's look at the original seasons, right? The early seasons. Was the look spectacular? No, but were they fucking good? Was it fucking cunt? Was it fucking fun to see what could they do with a pile of fucking trash? What could they do with H&M? I swear to God, that fucking RuPaul ran, I know more H&M. That pissed me off. Girl, shut your hoe ass up. Ain't you a millionaire? Of course you don't like H&M, but these girls, that might be all they can afford. Because I know if I went on the show tomorrow, all I would be able to do is make stuff with the fucking fabric wall. And it wouldn't even be good because I don't know how to sew because I don't have a, and that's an excuse. That is an excuse because, like I said, you can't, poorness is not an excuse because you can't, if you want to, if he wanted to, he could. And that is true. That is true. Like, I want to learn how to draw. Oh, you have money. But then it's like $1 pencil, $1 notebook from Dollar Tree. You know what I mean? And that's true. It's not an excuse. But it's also simultaneously true that money would help because you can go get a professional teacher to stand right next to you and teach you every single thing by hand. And those things are real. We can't pretend like those things aren't the truth. You can pay to win every fucking thing if you really wanted to. But yeah, RuPaul, girl, I don't want to hear no fucking rants about no H&M when you're talking to normal fucking working class people and you're a millionaire in your LA mansion. I don't want to hear it. Not all of us are Gottmik. We don't all have we're not all Nepo babies who can have our every fucking whim funded completely. Like, no, I don't have an estate. My parents don't have an estate. Sorry. We don't have an estate. We live in the hood. My car's a shit box. I don't know what you want me to say. I live in a 1-bedroom. What do you want me to say? Like, girl, no. And this sounds kind of bitter. And it is, but not towards these people. Just it's bitter towards the world we live in. Let me make that clear. I'm talking shit. I'm arguing, I'm calling people names, but I'm bitter towards the system, not towards individuals, because these people are just, whatever, right? It's like, if you have these resources, use them, right? If you have these resources, use them. But, we need to cap the money that you can spend so that it's an even playing field as much as we can. Because like I said, there's no possible way to make the field even, because whatever your riches are at home, that completely can control your trajectory. if you have you have dispensable money at every fucking pour, and you can go get as many lessons and whatever you want. Because I seen, like, if you don't go take sewing lessons before you get on Drag Race, don't get on Drag Race. If you don't go take acting lessons, you're right. But also, I can't afford none of that shit. So now what? It's like, oh, well, don't get on the show. I was like, God damn it. I kind of needed the $200,000 more than fucking Rich McGee over here, more than fucking Scrooge McDuck over here. I kind of need the $200,000 more. That might change my life a little bit more than fucking XYZ, you know. But yeah, and it's indicative of the state of America, the state of everywhere. But we live in America. This is the U.S. show, so let's just talk about America because it's fun to bitch about America. Fuck America. No. USA. MAGA, don't come for me. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. You would think I'm on drugs, but I don't even smoke or drink anything. I'm just fucking special. So I just laugh to myself in a dark room, talking to nobody on a channel that nobody's watching. Oh, God. But yeah, as I said, you need to cap it to $10,000. That's as much as you can spend. Or even better yet, you can't spend anything outside of the stipend. Make it so that you either stipend. No. Okay, I'm trying to think. Give them however much you give them as a stipend, and then on top of that, you could only spend, like, let's make it seriously fucked. You can only spend $1,000 of your own money, because that's something that's attainable for most everyone. Like for me, I would have to work probably like fucking 10 months to save up $1,000. Let me be real, 10 months, but I could do it. That's something I could actually fucking do. I could save $1,000. Like I said, damn near everyone could save $1,000. 1,000, 10,000. Yeah, that might be, what is that? My pay for fucking 5 months. Oh no. But yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, so make the cap of how much you can spend of your own money $1,000, so that it's as even as possible. It doesn't matter how rich someone was at home, because that's something everyone can do. Some people might be able to just pull it out the bank right now because my mama got the money, and some people might have to work might have to work 6 months double shift to be able to make that money. But it's still something that everyone can do, right? It's still something that everyone can do. So cap your own money at $1,000, and then stipend however much, and that's all they can spend. That's all they can fucking spend. And better yet, even more fucked up, make it so they can't pay any designers. Make it so they can't pay any designers. Make it so the girls have to make it. You got to make it, or you have to buy, put outfits together from, even if it's just putting like, oh, I got this shirt from this store, this pants from this store. Like how they kind of used to put outfits together. How a normal person, a normal fashionista who's not fucking loaded would make your outfits. If you like fashion and you're not a rich Nepo baby, this is what you would do, right? You would go to thrift stores, go to all these different stores you can afford, Walmart, whatever, find cute shit and make an outfit. Maybe you're not sewing it, but you know what I mean? You're making an outfit, because that's something that you don't need to pay for. You don't need to pay $1,000 in sewing lessons, because you're just putting an outfit together with your eyeballs, with your imagination. That's kind of how Roger, let me not talk about Roger, because I can go on a fucking 30 fucking year rant about that. I got so much shit to say about Roger. But no. Let me get back on track, because I will fucking go into you thought this was a rant. Don't ask me about Roger Gemini, nigga. Don't ask me about Roger Gemini. But yeah, I kind of hate it, because it's just, let me at the beginning of the video, I was like, let me tell you a story about a young girl, and I kind of got off track instantly, because that's what I do. But when I brought that up, because my point was that when I was watching the show when I was growing up, I wanted to be on the show. I was like, for those of you who don't know, because nobody knows, they don't know who the fuck I am. Y'all don't know, because nobody's watching this. And I have 2 subscribers now, I think. Thank you to my 2 subscribers. I love you. But yeah, I have 2 subscribers, so nobody knows. But my name is Missy, and I'm a cisgender woman. I'm not a gay dude. I'm not a transgender woman. I'm a cisgender woman. I'm an outsider looking in. I mean that. Like, I am not the target demographic. But let's be fair, most demographics of biggest media outside of like sports shit is women. That's how fandoms it's women and then gay men. Those are the 2 demographics that make up most of fandoms, because that's what keeps it alive. But I'm a cis woman. I'm an outsider. I'm not the demographic. I'm not the target demographic. I'm not a part of the fucking culture. I know of it. I'm an outsider supporter, right? And I was watching this show. I'm like, oh my God, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. I love this. This is so fucking fun. And my dream, I was like, I'm going to be on Drag Race. I'm going to be the first cis woman, even if I have to pretend to be a transgender woman. I'll get on this fucking show. I'll pretend, you know. And this was probably like 2018, 19 at this point where you know, RuPaul stopped doing a fucking transphobic fuck. This is probably like closer to 2020 where they started being normal about it. You know what I mean? And letting them go on if they're transgender. But you know, so I was like, I can pretend. Even if I have to, I can pretend. No one's gonna check. They're not gonna do a fucking panty check at the door, right? So if I say I'm a transgender woman, I can get on there. I can be the first cis woman, and it'll be cool. Because it used to be anyone can do it. Anyone can cook. You know what I mean? It used to be anyone can fucking cook, and now it's the richest can cook. You can cook. You can cook if you can get on the show even if you have nothing, but you're gonna be the first one out. You're gonna be the third one out, and you're gonna get ridiculed. You're gonna get ridiculed every time you get on the main stage for your shitty outfit that you made, even though all the other girls got their outfit made for them. You know what I mean? You can get on the show, but you're gonna have no chance because all these girls are Nepo babies, and they were able to have fucking dance lessons and acting lessons and fucking sewing lessons by the age of 3. Since the age of 3, they were able to have private one-on-one lessons. You know, you didn't stand a chance. And it's frustrating because I genuinely thought, like, maybe like around season 8, I feel like I could have got on the show and did something. I feel like I could have bunkered down for a few months, watched YouTube videos, learned to sew something, and be good. But god damn it. And like I said, this ain't no excuse. Like, this, it's true. There is no excuse for not trying, because you can always do something. You can always learn something. You can get a hot fucking glue gun. You know, money can't account for taste, right? That's why they get designers, because because they don't have taste, some of these people. But you know, money can't account for taste, right? And taste is in you. You know, like Bianca Del Rio. Let's talk about her, right? That ain't money. That's just natural fucking wit. That motherfucker is just smart. It's just funny naturally. And that's not to fucking negate the fucking hard work, but it's a skill of your person. It's something that you worked on in your person. It's not. And you know, Bianca had fucking 13 different talents, right? Can sing, act, dance, so whatever. Well, I don't know about dance. Can she dance? I don't know. I've never seen. But you know what I mean? So, but that is it's a personal skill, and you can't take that away from someone. That's a personal fucking skill that you honed in your own little soul. But a design of a dress, that ain't fucking. There's no name on that dress. There's no name. So it's just, oh, I'm wearing this. Give me compliments, and the judges eat it up. Oh yeah, the girl, that dress is amazing and hugs you perfectly. And then this other girl with this dress that doesn't look as good, like, girl, it looks like it's wearing you. Why didn't you go get it tailored for $2,000, girl? Why didn't you go get a professional made dress by Gucci? Why the fuck are you in this Amazon dress that cost $100 and that's as much as you can afford? Like, goddamn. And you know, I'm sure there's gonna be some dickheads who are like, well, if you can't afford to get on the show, then don't get on the show. Well, maybe make the show affordable. Why the fuck are we having a competition for a cash prize and only bringing on people who are already rich? What the fuck? Is this the U.S. government? Why are we? Why are you getting paid to be rich? Why are you making up rules just to fucking help the people who already have money get more money instead of the poor people? You know what I mean? So yeah, just make it more accessible. That's all I'm asking, because it just got disheartening. And I get it for All-Stars, kind of, because I think we should have everything I said in place, and then for the finale, for sure, give them like a stipend of $5,000 so they can all get their shit. Let them go as far out as they want, because that's not the competition anymore. Like, you know, your finale looks, the reunion looks, let them do what they want. Let them do, right? But... And then All-Stars, you know, let them do what they want because big money, that's All-Stars. But the U.S. regular fucking season, why the fuck are they spending $30,000 on a package? Why? That's fucking stupid. That's ridiculous. It is fucking I was gonna classist, is that the word? I was like, I had a train of thought where I was about to get pissed and I didn't remember what the word was. That's fucking classist, that's fucking stupid, and it's paywalled. And fucking gay dudes in dresses, out of all things, should not be paywalled, because this fucking scene, all of this shit was brought up in the fucking black ballroom scene, and those motherfuckers weren't Nepo babies. They were in the fucking ghettos, they were in the hoods, in the underground, trying to make their art and enjoy their life. That's where the fuck this came from. This is not a fucking rich white people race where we all get to fucking flash our money. No. Let normal people have a chance again. Because you don't. Unless you are fucking Bianca Del Rio and you're fucking amazing, charismatic, unless you're fucking, you know what I mean? Unless you're one of these fucking amazing personalities, like Kenya Pleaser, then you're not going far. You're getting out in the first fucking thing, and it's because you might not look as good as these other girls, and then the fandom will rip you to shreds because, oh yeah, she's a brick. Like, well, maybe if she had $20,000, anybody can look good, right? But that's whatever. They don't think about we don't need to think about that. Let's just praise Gottmik and Violet Chachki for the 10th time.
Why you so obsessed with me?
I swear to God, I don't hate Gottmik. I don't hate Violet Chachki. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I don't hate rich white people. I don't hate none of this shit. Like I said, I hate the system. This was just me kind of getting out my frustration and my dreams being crushed of being on Drag Race. And also, let's be fair, they're probably never going to let a cisgender woman get on fucking the main US season. And I know there's people who are going to watch this and be like, yeah, because it's not for you. Why you want to be, this is for the men. It's like, okay, but there's transgender women on there. And but whatever, we're not going to get, whatever. Thank you for watching. Once again, this was a rambly-ass, ranty-ass fucking video, but that's what this channel is. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, please message me on Instagram if you want a $10 commission. I'm shit, but I'll try my best for you. And, see you in the next one. Bye, losers.